Welcome back. This past weekend, Prime Minister Philip Davis led a high-level delegation to Andros to discuss public issues with regards to the ongoing development of the largest island here in the country. There have been several major issues brewing on the island of Andros, including proposed limestone mining operations, issues with Bahamas Power and Light, emerging shanty towns, and a lack of banking facilities, among other concerns on Andros. Also joining Prime Minister Philip Davis to Andros was PLP Chairman and Minister of Foreign Affairs, Fred Mitchell. Minister Mitchell shared light on how that meeting with the Prime Minister went with residents on Andros, making a number of demands and requests of the government.
Saturday evening, I attended with the Prime Minister, the Deputy Prime Minister, the Works Minister, the MPs for North and South and Central Andros to discuss public issues with regard to the development of Andros. It was quite a spirited meeting. The case for investing vast sums in infrastructure was made compellingly. I say again, as I go around the country, there's nothing in this country that I have found that money cannot solve. This is just so in Grand Bahama as it is in Inagua, Andros, Exuma, Eleuthera, New Providence. Unfortunately, as my mom used to say, money does not grow on trees. And whether we have money in the kitty, it can only be divided so many ways. We have to save space for a rainy day. It is great to aspire and demand, but having reviewed all the data over the past 24 months, I give myself a reality check every morning when I look in the mirror, and I say to myself, you can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you can get what you need. Thank you, Andros, for the frankness of your views. We will continue to do our best, and will support the two MPs, Leon Lundy and Leonardo Lightburn.
Deputy Prime Minister Chester Cooper, new Minister of Public Works and Utilities Clay Sweeting, Member of Parliament for Mangrove Key and South Andros Leon Lundy, and Leonardo Lightburn, Member of Parliament for North Andros and the Berry Islands, were also with Prime Minister Davis during those meetings in Andros. The Bahamas will host several major sporting events next year, including the 2024 IAAF World Relays at the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium and the 2024 Carifta Swim Championships at the Betty Kelly Kenning Aquatic Center, which are both currently undergoing major renovations. The Betty K Swim Complex is undergoing both exterior and infrastructural repairs. Last week, Minister Boleg, Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, Mario Boleg, and the new Minister of Public Works, Clay Sweeting, toured the swim facility to see firsthand what needs to be done. You're looking at video of the two ministers at the National Swim Complex gathering information from the contractors and the staff at the National Sports Authority. Minister Boleg is confident that repairs to the swim stadium will be carried out in time for the Carifta Swim Championships next year. The cost for repairs to the swim complex, which will have an additional 1,500 seats, is pegged at $2 million. The estimated combined cost for repairs to the swim complex and the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium is approximately $10 million. Minister Boleg said discussions with the Chinese government with regards to their assistance in carrying out repairs to both stadiums is ongoing. The Chinese donated $30 million to build the track and field stadium as a gift to the Bahamas in 2011. Meanwhile, former Minister of State for Finance Kwesi Thompson from the Free National Movement has raised concerns over the $10 million budget for those stadium repairs. Atlantis Paradise Island Resort is hoping to reinstate seaplane landings near Montague Bay in order to service day excursions. Last week, the resort placed an advertisement in a local daily notifying the general public of a consultation meeting scheduled for next Tuesday, October 10th, at Queen's College to discuss plans to acquire a license which would allow local seaplanes and tour operators to fly to and from Paradise Island for day excursions to other islands in the Bahamas. In May of 2022, Atlantis launched its partnership with Coco Bahamas Seaplanes and Kamalami Key in Andros, where Atlantis guests are flown into Kamalami Key for a 24-hour stay, while guests of Kamalami Key are flown into Atlantis for the same 24-hour stay. Although Atlantis guests currently have to be taxied to Odyssey Aviation to make that trip. Atlantis is looking to have a similar service to other islands and keys around the Bahamas, but with those clients picked up by seaplane directly from the resort on Paradise Island. The general public can submit written comments about the seaplane project to Atlantis or to the Port Department. As the country continues to mourn the death of the late Minister of Social Services, Information and Broadcasting, Obi Wilshcombe, who was pronounced dead on Monday last after being found unresponsive, his life and legacy is being highlighted by many. Members of many non-profit organizations are also coming to grips with his passing. Founder of the Marriage, Children, Families Alliance movement, Cheryl Walking, says he had a calling for the social service ministry.
As a non-profit organization, we have had quite a bit of associations and meetings of late with the Minister of Social Services past, and so it was really a shock, to all of us, in that those who I've spoken to continuously, we're just in shock about the whole thing, and we're saddened because we know that he was actively working on many of the issues that we were advocating for, and so it leaves us really in a bit of a tizzy, wondering how these things will continue. We are obviously are saddened for his family because he was a man of family. He loved family. I remember meeting with him during the first 6 months of him taking office as Minister of Social Services, and we had a meeting that was supposed to be 30 minutes, actually lasted for 3 hours.
She says she now has an even greater drive to work towards achieving goals that she and Minister Wilshcombe spoke about before his demise.
We know that every problem starts with a family and ends with a family. It's all about how our families are built, and we hope that we will be able to continue the legacy that he would have left towards that.
In the coming weeks, the Prime Minister will choose another member of the Davis administration to fill the vacancy in the Ministry of Social Services and Information, as well as Broadcasting. Ms. Walking says she hopes that the new Minister for Social Services can fill Minister Wilshcombe's big shoes.
So my hopes for the new Minister of Social Services, which I'm sure all NGOs are waiting with bated breaths on, is that they will have, he or she will have, the love and the compassion that Minister Wilshcombe had, and one who would be truly interested in the upliftment of our people, and to be able to engage fully the non-profit, non-government society, because I know that was something that Minister Wilshcombe was working towards, is to fully engage nonprofits, and we hope that will be done, because we have a lot to offer. It has often been said, and it is true, that the government can't do it alone, and so the government must intentionally seek out nonprofits, not only those large ones, but those up-and-coming ones like myself.
Ms. Walking says she has hopes that the efforts started by Minister Wilshcombe will be continued with the goal of ridding the country of its societal problems. And finally, if you're an NBA fan and you like to follow players from the Bahamas that play in the world's top basketball league, you would know it has been a strange summer for Charlotte Hornets center Kai Jones, who has been seen in several videos on various social media acting bizarre and seemingly talking out of his head. Well, according to the Associated Press, the Charlotte Hornets announced on Saturday that Jones, who was the 19th pick in the 2021 NBA draft, will not participate in training camp due to personal reasons. The report rather, says that there is no timetable for his return to the Charlotte Hornets. The team, in a statement, said, out of respect for the personal nature of the situation, they will not have any additional public comments regarding the matter at this time. Again, this comes on the heels of Jones sharing multiple bizarre social media posts and videos over the past few weeks, sweating profusely, dancing, arguing with NBA fans, and behaving erratically. Here is a brief look at one of those videos.
A goat time out there? I'm having a goat day? I had to do drugs or something. No, my greatest days of all time was in the long jump pit, boy. By myself, not a drug, man. I'm about to get traded. Man, I don't think so. I just met with Mitch today. I don't think I'm getting traded. I think your hornets are very high on me. If I get that call on my phone, I will pack my bag. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. And they get hit and so. Just talk to Mr. Day. That's why I talked to him. He said he likes me. Huh? You could trace the guy, put it in there for me. If the left hook, yeah, you want to hit me with the left hook, man. Niggas go ahead, man. I'm playing ball, having fun, man. I'm having LeBron, though.
This has caught the attention of the public, with some questioning his mental health. Founder of Roots for Change, nonprofit organization here in the Bahamas, Melissa Allen Maynard, released a statement on Monday in support of Kai Jones, as he was a mentor in their Mirror Mirror mentorship program. The statement encourages Bahamians to stand by Mr. Jones as he navigates the road ahead, and that now is not the time for speculation or jeers. We here at JCN Sports also hoping for the best for Kai Jones and his NBA career. And that'll do it for your JCN Evening News. Once again, I'm Jcn Saunders. Thank you so much for joining us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.